Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Lobos offense will go on the attack first. The last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Wants to throw. It's Moffitt. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Lobos have it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Runs through a tackle.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, this defense looked pretty good last week. Of course, they had 2 sacks, and their coaching staff told us they really wanted to be able to build on that. Great news, they've already registered a sack here early in this game.
Catch in the middle, it's Carter. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a 1st down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's going to run it. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Bringing the heat. Gets drilled as he throws the big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back. So the New Mexico State Aggies offense will try to get something going with their 1st possession. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
The Aggies want to pick up the tempo. Dropping back, it's Marshall. Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. He got a hand on it and deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave up the completion.
Yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there. Nice job getting the deflection, getting your hand on the football. That's what you're supposed to, find the football, but the offense got the break and got the completion.
And the Lobos can really attack on this second and short. Throws to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Third down play from the gun. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his big tight end. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis.
Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Lobos.
Number 13 in the end zone.
He just makes it look so easy. Impressive run.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly, and the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No? Well, nobody's got him.
That's the end of the period, and New Mexico has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Looking for a man. It's Marshall. Rushes on him. Gonna try to get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. New Mexico State lines up quickly.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, New Mexico State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball.
Breaks into the open. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Moffitt. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw again. Quickly out to the tight end. At the 20, he's got space. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, New Mexico. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. Got it in the middle, it's right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looking to pass, it's Marshall. Throws for the tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Roberts. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Grab behind the line. It's Washington. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. New Mexico State lines up quickly.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Punch it out of the air. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. New Mexico State to the line after picking up the first down. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Washington. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. Lets it go to the end zone. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Gets it out fast. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. To the air, it's Marshall. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. That one falls incomplete. They reached into the bag of tricks on 1st down and couldn't pull it off.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He's past the 30. There he goes. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
Wide open downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
Intercepted deep in his own end.
Quarterback never saw his guy early enough. He was open right away, but was just late getting him the ball. Receivers jumping up and down saying, yo, I'm here, throw it to me. But by that time, the defense had already figured out where he was, and because of the late throw, they're able to come up with the interception.
Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. The play action fake. Slides away.
You know, as an offense, you've got to do a better job pass protecting, and you got to start thinking about max protection at this point of the game, because if you don't get hats on hats, your quarterback down on his own 2-yard line. You're lucky you didn't give up a safety.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Using his legs, it's Clark. And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
Set to kick off.
He'll bring it out. It's Griffin. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. RPO complete to open the drive. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He'll get rid of it. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Gonna look downfield again. Here's a heat. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Marshall. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Grab near the marker. It's Roberts. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Trying to barrel in. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. Marches ahead. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run pass up.
Touchdown, Aggies! And that one will give them the lead. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Texas is painting an offensive masterpiece so far. It's been like a Bob Ross masterclass. They're up by 22 over Rutgers. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he'll chucked that one away and saved the down. Nobody was able to get open.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Moffitt. Now improvising. Look out, he's got room. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? The Lobos want to move quickly.
And you can tell that young man is comfortable in the pocket, feeling good. You know, last play, nice job setting his feet, making a good throw, getting a completion. Now, didn't like what he sees. What does he have? He has the ability to take off and scramble and make some yards. So this QB's really feeling comfortable.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Got his man downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Lobos!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Dropping back, it's Marshall. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Going to the running game. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game.
Oh, he's got some space. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. New Mexico State lines up quickly.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
43-yard line. Brings up second down.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3.
21. New Mexico State, 17.
And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to go on top. quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Got room on the return. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, New Mexico. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about the guy who caught that and returned it for the touchdown. But how about the pressure on the quarterback? You got to get ways to be physical with him and make him uncomfortable. Nice job hitting him as he's throwing with the football. And then, obviously, the interception and 6 points.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
And it's another tackle for loss for this defense. I'll tell you, they came into this game knowing they had to shut this guy down. He's one of the best in the nation. They've given him the ball a bunch. He's just had nowhere to run. And I don't think anybody expected him to struggle as much as he had so far in this game.
Scanning the field, it's Marshall. Unleashes one. He's got it. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Aggies are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Got it! He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. New Mexico State lines up quickly. He'll set up to throw. Oh, they're after him. Touchdown, Aggies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll line up to go for 2. Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
And no doubt, he can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants.
And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty flag down, and I think the offense is going to pick up the 1st down. The defense was offside.
New Mexico State, 23.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now.
Loose in the middle. The tag. Touchdown, Lobos. He got a step and just dusted the field. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, doesn't he? Makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. This drive will open from the 15. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. A lot of urgency for this offense.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize.
And the ball's out, and they're after it. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. Looking downfield, it's Marshall. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. This New Mexico State offense is pushing all the right buttons.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. New Mexico State lines up quickly. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deep as the deepest, wide as the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And the Lobos can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Lobos are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. This might depend on the spot, but I think he's going to come up just inches short of converting that third down. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Lobos will snap it on first and 10. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.